Hey, welcome. Today we are diving into one of nature's most mind-blowing transformations. It's a story of survival, of total reinvention. We're talking about the incredible journey of a frog.
So think about this for a second. How does a creature that starts its life breathing underwater with gills, swimming around like a little fish, completely turn into an air-breathing animal that hops around on land? That is the amazing puzzle we're going to piece together today.
All right, let's get into it. This whole process is so extreme. It's such a fundamental change in how a creature lives and looks that it really does feel like you're watching a magic trick unfold in slow motion.
Okay, so there's a scientific name for this magic trick, and it's called metamorphosis. And we're not talking about just getting a little bigger. This is a profound, total body overhaul, where a creature goes from one distinct form into a completely different one.
So where does this wild journey kick off? Well, it all starts with some pretty staggering numbers. A single bullfrog, for example, can lay up to 20,000 eggs at one time. And you have to ask, why so many? It's because right from the get-go, this is a story about beating the odds. Most of them won't survive, but that huge number is nature's way of making sure that at least some of them do.
So picture this. Thousands of these little eggs all clustered together in this gelatinous blob called frog spawn floating in the water. This is the nursery. It's a super fragile beginning where every single one of those tiny dots holds the potential for this incredible journey. Once they hatch, our little hero enters its first real phase of life. But this isn't a frog yet, not by a long shot. Welcome to life as a tadpole.
You know, a tadpole is just perfectly built for living underwater. It breathes through gills, just like a fish. It gets around with a long, powerful tail. And its diet? It's a total herbivore, just scraping algae and plants off of rocks. For all intents and purposes, it is a creature of the water and only the water.
This quote just nails it, doesn't it? The tadpole is a fish in all but name. And honestly, that's what makes the transformation that's about to happen all the more amazing. And now, for the main event. This is where things get really wild. It's the transformation itself, where the tadpole's body is completely reinvented, all thanks to a rush of hormones.
So here's the roadmap of what we're looking at. We've seen the egg, we know the tadpole. Now we're heading into that incredible in-between stage, the froglet phase, on the way to becoming a full-blown adult frog. So how does it start? Well, the very first sign you'd see are these two little bumps that appear right at the base of the tail. And slowly but surely, these little buds sprout into the powerful back legs that are going to be used for all that jumping later on. Now, while those legs are growing on the outside, a complete revolution is happening on the inside. It's like the body is getting a total internal rewiring. The gills start to disappear, and in their place, a brand new breathing system develops, a pair of lungs. The body is literally getting ready for life on land. And what happens to that big tail? This is maybe one of the coolest parts. It doesn't just fall off. The body actually absorbs it, breaking it down and using all those stored nutrients as a kind of energy pack to fuel this whole demanding transformation. It is nature's ultimate recycling program. I mean, just look at this comparison. It is a complete and total overhaul. Breathing goes from gills to lungs. Movement goes from a tail for swimming to legs for jumping. And the diet does a complete 180, from eating plants to hunting insects. The tadpole is re-engineered from the inside out. So after all that incredible work is done, our creature finally emerges in its final form, totally ready to take on a whole new world. Say hello to the adult frog. The adult frog is now equipped for a double life. It breathes air with its new lungs, it uses those powerful legs for hopping on land and for swimming in the water, and it's got a new weapon for hunting, a super long, sticky tongue to catch insects. It has successfully bridged the gap between two completely different environments. It's a true amphibian, a master of both the watery world it was born into and the dry land it grew up to conquer. But hold on, the story isn't over just yet. The transformation is complete. But the final act is all about making sure the next generation gets to start its own journey. It's all about closing the circle. Having gone through all of that change, an adult female frog feels this instinctual pull to go right back to the water, the very place her own life started, to lay her own clutch of eggs. And with that simple, ancient act, the entire miraculous cycle kicks off all over again, from egg to tadpole to froglet to adult, and right back to the beginning.
You know, The life of a frog is just this powerful reminder of how incredibly adaptive nature can be. The ability to live two totally different lives in one body is just an amazing evolutionary triumph. It really makes you wonder, what other incredible transformations, what other natural wonders are hiding out there, right in plain sight?